I'll start with my role as Leslie Ryan. I'm the event director of Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup. So this job is leading the team that are responsible to plan, manage, deliver the event, which starts on the 22nd of August. What is the America's Cup is a very big question. It's the oldest sporting event in international sport today. It started in 1851, and this edition is the 37th edition of the event. The challenge of the America's Cup is it has been seen as quite a specialist event. It's quite niche, not many people know about it. So one of the biggest objectives when we came here to Barcelona was to make sure it's open, accessible, something for everyone. It's not just for specialist fans of a technical sport like the America's Cup. It's for families, it's for children, it's for people who live here locally in Catalonia, in Barcelona, but also internationally. So it's delivering a show which has sport and entertainment to a very wide audience. That's one of the biggest challenges, because you don't want to lessen the importance of the sport. At the end of the day, it's a real hard competition, a big prize at the end for one team, but also we need to grow our sport and make it interesting and bring new ideas to the sport. So that's a challenge, but something I hope that we will achieve in this event. So we started working with Losberger De Boer probably more than 2 years ago now. One of the very important relationships that we choose at the beginning of an event, and this is my 5th America's Cup, is what I call the structures partner. We build a lot of temporary structures for everything, for exhibits, for hospitality, obviously, and that's a really important part of our event. So from the very beginning, Losberger De Boer impressed me. They are locally based, and they understand Barcelona particularly well, which we didn't at the beginning. They have great ideas of the different style of events, how local businesses use hospitality for their business, what sort of facility people like here, and the importance of space and how the space layout is. So for me, it was one of our most important supplier relationships and partnerships that we'd signed at the beginning. In fact, one of the first few meetings, I went with Monica to go to the Godot tennis, and she showed me examples of the Losberger De Boer structures and how they balanced the view of the sport with the importance of gastronomy, dining, wining, guests enjoying the space as well as enjoying the sport, and the balance of those two things. In the past, especially when we've organised America's Cup in Auckland, for example, there's a very high level of technical fan. They understand the sport very well, and they like to focus on the sport, and the gastronomy side is slightly less important there, whereas here it's almost more important than the sport. So showing us examples of what they do here in Catalonia and ideas of how they've solved that, it was a really great way for us to understand the different approaches we could take. Very much so, because we've had quite a challenging time to find the exact location for our hospitality. With the America's Cup, we have many sponsors, so we will have a lot of hospitality guests, at least 1,000 a day. So it's a lot of people over 67 days of an event. I think we have gone through 4 or 5 different locations of placing as temporary structure. So it's been challenging. Losberger have brought ideas of this works, that doesn't work. We have ideas of we want people to view the sport, to be overlooking the racing. And that's one of the big benefits of Barcelona. We will race incredibly close to the shore, so people on land feel like they're part of the sport. Losberger continually made new ideas for the different spaces, and although it was frustrating for all of us at times to move and change, we found a really good solution in the end. We're building the structure right now, a 3-floor temporary hospitality structure, amazing world-class facility. We've built 2 floors out of 3, and the speed of building by Losberger De Boer is amazing. I'm super impressed with the pace of the work. It's challenging here. Not many suppliers operate during August. It's a holiday time here, so we're having to work and push all of our partners during this busy time. But so far, I think it's going to be amazing. "100% I'd recommend Losberger De Boer. The attention to detail, the partnership, the work, they feel like they're part of our America's Cup team. It doesn't feel like I'm working with a different company. They understand our event, they work with us every day on every detail. So yeah, for sure, 100% I'd happily recommend Losberger De Boer.